Guys, Vince Ryder here, and yeah, this is my basically like a recap of all the other games that I've been playing. The ones that I didn't really record. I did record these gameplays, but not necessarily talking or anything. Just some stuff that I want to get out that I've been, just checking out. And I'm like, yo, let me talk about these games real quick. And yeah, my braces. I am trying my best to get used to these. These are a pain, man. But anyways, yeah. Let's talk about some games that I've been playing, either here and there or whatever. But it's also stuff that I didn't really make a video of or anything. And I kind of wanted to, do this right now before some of these games are gone because it's already past March 3rd, and that's when, pretty much some of these demos ends. But for some of the games, there are some games that are still, you can still check them out, you can still check the demos, and these are all demos. So, well, obviously because it's Steam Next Fest, so yeah, let's talk about them. And I'm gonna give you basically the shortest description of what I can say about these games. This is just a video of me, just sharing like what I played. And there is a lot of it's hard to tell which one is really released on Steam Next Fest and which one is just randomly there and has nothing to do with Steam Next Fest at all. So I'm just basically talking about games that I have seen on the Steam Next Fest page, but it can go all over the place if it wants to. But yeah, small recap of these games that I checked and stuff that I kind of like, that are a little bit low key. I wanted to check out the bigger ones like Wonder Stop or that biking game or whatever, and also like Lost Guys. But yeah, these games are somewhat smaller. I mean, some of them are smaller, some of them are big, but they kind of all work on my PC. I don't have a good PC, so these games could work for you if you check them out. Let's start off. Let's do it. And hopefully these are the ones that I recorded. Started off with Geno Kids. This one is, I guess, like almost like a hack and slash platformer style type of game. You're introduced to only two characters on the demo. I really wanted the other two characters. I was hoping to get them, but it is a short demo and you only get to witness these two characters. I mean, pretty much when it's released, that's when it's gonna, you pretty much play all the other characters and get the full story. And this game is just it's clicky in its sense that it's a good platforming. It's a brilliant way of just like, just having this game, at least from what I have experienced. For something like there's many hack and slash that I have not played. It's a genre that I haven't touched in a while, and all of a sudden I saw this one has a unique art style, and also the characters look cool, and it sort of gave me like a Jet Set Radio type vibe. But from what I played, it's especially the boss battles, platforming here and there, it's unique. It kind of does remind me, because the last type of game that is sort of like this genre in a sense is Akambot. I haven't finished that, but this one is like, especially that it doesn't really have the FPS element that Akambot has. This one sort of, just has that hack and slash nature. If you ever played Kingdom Hearts, or that's kind of like what it's sort of like is trying to reminisce, at least the way I got from it. Yeah, Geno Kids is a good game. Looking forward to the story, and also when it's released, it's pretty unique. I really dig this particular within this genre and the style that it gives. But yeah, Geno Kids gets a 8 out of 10 from me. Next up is Megabunk. I think that's how you call it. Megabunk is well, this game itself is pretty much like if Vampire Survivors, that type of genre, basically on 3D. It has different platforms here and there. I'm not sure if you can jump and stuff from what I remember. It was a very short gameplay that I actually got a good taste out of. It seems that for from what I got, it's a chill, and I pretty much do get that kind of vibe whenever I play these types of games. A very chill, kind of like Vampire Survivor type game. I wanted to check the other characters out. So far, I only played as the fox, but for what I experienced, yeah, Vampire Survivors. If you're good at those types of games, this is pretty much what you get, and you you can go all over the place. I don't know. It's nothing crazy. I thought I got like somewhat of a PS1 nostalgic vibe when I first saw the trailer and here and there, but Mega Bunk, definitely check it out. I think what really hooked me in is there was a skateboarding skeleton. That was it. And I really thought you could do tricks and stuff like that and go all over the button. I don't know. It's linear in what it's trying to do. So definitely something to check out. Now, for the next game, this is another game that I played a bunch of games with different genres here and there. They kind of look smaller, and in my head, I thought I would get a short experience from what I gathered from playing these games. And one of them that I sort of like, I didn't really get a short experience. I really expected differently from this game, but since I like the visuals and what it's trying to do, especially for an investigator type of game, if you're into like those, point and click, like Monkey Island style games or something, and if you want something that is in that same genre, that also is like a cyberpunk, you're playing as a robot, you're investigating who killed your professor that created you, basically, because you are a robot and your name is Buster, and you have different types of robots that is also named as Buster that's supposed to, serve the community or society or something like that. But instead, you're out here investigating, shooting bottles, and doing all sorts of stuff. And what it does, I really do enjoy, like, just the brain scratching moments. Like, you don't really get lost, at least for me. But there was times where when I was pointing and clicking, and basically my tip was like just go wherever and see which one like lights up or does highlight, so you know what to do with it, and you pretty much use any item to use that. You do different tasks, you see different people, different narratives here and there, and just discovering the cyberpunk lifestyle that they live, where you meet these random people and everything, getting out of your lab, and also finding who's the killer, and basically the interesting, like, things that you solve, and also finding out of different characters and how they are and stuff like that. I guess when it comes to a cyberpunk setting, and this is kind of like the same kind of like aesthetic fee when I first played this other cyberpunk style game. It's a delivery game, and also you deliver stuff, but it's set in a cyberpunk universe. So, but for this one, you're investigating, and it's set in a cyberpunk universe, but it's not necessarily 3D. It's a 2D scroller that you pretty much find or click or anything. And usually, I wouldn't be into those types of games, but for some reason, this one always has me interested. Like, just there'll be times where I'm like, oh, okay, that's what I'm supposed to do, and here I am trying to figure that thing that I'm supposed to do. Like, I would come back to this game like, okay, I think I know what to do, and you pretty much load and save wherever you go. It's pretty interesting. Like, I thought it was gonna be like a hack and slash, Metroidvania platform or something. Nah, it's nothing like that. But speaking of Metroidvania types of games or in that genre, Twilight Monk. I played a little bit of it. It's your usual, like, just Metroidvania when you go places, like it's trying to be within the league of, like, Hollow Knights that are out there. Except this one is, like, different. Using as a, stone stool or something as your weapon. And I like how it does carry that. And it's It's, just you go all over the place. I think there was this battle that I was in, like a boss battle, and I accidentally just clicked something and it led me to basically skipping the boss battle. And I think I led to basically going to the house, and I'm like realistically, is the boss gonna like come into the house or something like that? Nope. You're sort of you end up going to another task or something. So I don't know if that was a glitch, but that was interesting when I kind of like got my taste of Twilight Monk. You know, find enemies and pretty much if you're into those types of games, yeah, definitely. I'm still trying to catch up, and whenever I see those types of games, I always have this instance of downloading it. That's what happened to me with Gasalt and also with Nine Souls, which till this day I haven't finished. But yeah, definitely check it out. But definitely, just don't end up like what I did, having a bunch of freaking Hollow Knight style games and just doing nothing with it. Next up is a game that I kind of been anticipating for a bit when I first saw it. I think from Sage, and it's called Gear Grit. When I first saw this game, immediately, Jack and Daxter. It, it's like literally the step like niece of Jack and Daxter, or at least it's trying to be. Like somebody was a big fan of Jack and Daxter, and they saw Jack 2, which is a very good PS2 game, and I did finish it. I really enjoy it. But man, this game is really trying so hard freaking copying it. I don't mind games biting other styles and stuff like that. There is tons of games that are like that. This game straight up just wears the whole Jack and Daxter fit, but with its own style, and I really do like that. I enjoy these kinds of games. I enjoy like what I pretty much get or what I give like, for my time. But the thing is that the game is very glitchy. I don't think I could give enough like credit or anything like that. It's still in its glitch phase. Like I would try to ride one of the motorcycles, the same thing like Jack 2, like those hovering motorcycles, and the game would just break. That's the experience that I got. But the platform and stuff like that needs some work. Also the frame rate, I don't know where I put it in terms of frame rate, but the game was okay. It runs okay, but it wasn't smooth, if that makes sense. And also, there was no really sense of narrative or where to go or what story, or you're just out in the wild, basically. And nothing really makes sense at this point of the game, but you do play with the mechanics, you do drive around, you do, and it's so like Jack 2. And just that alone, I was like already interested checking out the game. But I think it's still in its infancy phase before it goes into a bit more a little like alpha, or just clean things up a bit before it gets to a better phase of it. Other than that, time to talk about the next game. It is Nautical Survival. I'm going to give scores later on. I just realized I missed a bunch of games that I forgot to give scores for. But Nautical Survival is, Megabunk that happens to be like a 3D, vampire survival style game. This one is basically Vampire Survivors on sea. It's like a mixture of Dredge and Vampire Survivors. You have guns and everything like that. You're attacking enemies or whatever. You're fishing at the same time. You're going to different lighthouses. You're lighting the place up so you can see more places. And it's a very fast, quick arcade style game. I feel like I'm gonna see this in mobile. I just know I am. But yeah, it is. It's that smooth. It's pretty well done for what it really gives you as this style game, especially for again a genre that I'm not really that into. For some reason, it does it well because it's very arcadey, and also like you got scores. It goes into a roguelike kind of setting itself of just like where it sets you up. Yeah, the game is unique. It's something different, but it definitely is somewhat like familiar within the Vampire Survivor genre. But this time it's fish survival or whatever is chasing you on the sea. Anything can be on the sea. But for this type of game, yeah, I really dig it. I enjoyed it so much. Next up is this is a funny description. Check this out. Next up is Bag Decks. That's what it's called. Bag decks. A bag of decks. Okay. BAGDEX. In this game, okay, can I just be real? This is what it is, all right? It is literally Pokemon in Brazil. I'm like, I'm sold. You're telling me a country that I love so much, Brazil, but Pokemon, oh yeah, oh yeah. Like literally the accents, because you can play it in like Spanish or, of course, Portuguese or Brazilian, for fellow Brazilians or something like that. But you can play it also in English, and you can still hear the accent of some of the fellow Brazilians or something like that. It's like you can hear it, especially when they pronounce the names. For example, walnut. They'll say where it's like walnut, walnut, or just different pronunciations. I forget how it goes, but they would like there's these English names in the game, and they would say it would have very Portuguese, Brazilian, like twang to it. It's so. I'm like, this is beautiful. And also, you have the characters. You have some of the, like, they're representative of Brazilian people. You got the, like, the very white, or just like, with a certain Afro features. Even though they're animated, like very cartoony in ways, you can still sense that. And I really do dig that. I don't really understand what the, like, where it is in terms of like the big stage or something. I was hoping that it would put you in like the fields, but no, it's a very short demo because you only play in the stage. You don't really start anywhere outside of the stage, which would be nice. But yeah, Brazilian Pokemon. I never thought I would see that, but yes. Next up is Metro. What is this called? Metro. Got something in my teeth there. Still getting used to these braces. There'll be food stuck on them and stuff. Man, it's a pain. But you know what isn't a pain? Metroid. I'm so sorry. Not Metroid. Metro. Okay, Metro Boomin. Metro Gravity. In this game, I I almost puke. Okay, no, it's not disgusting. It's not a gross game. It will make you dizzy. It will like the thing about this game. It's a platformer, but the thing is that you can also walk on walls. You can walk on roofs. You're all over the place. But you're also going into this very illusionist type of setting of the world, but you can still walk all over. And let me tell you, it is a mixture of bad ingredients for anybody that can get dizzy easily. I'm trying my best not to puke when I'm trying to do some missions. I couldn't last playing the game. Okay, I'm not even sure if it was 10 minutes. I just had to get out. This is too much. Like it's a very good game. Slow before you start or something. You're basically like play as a witch, I believe. With a hat that has this almost Bayonetta look to it, maybe because of the glasses. And you're just jumping through different areas, and it's like all gravity based. Like you can, hop on the walls, you can lock onto the walls, but that can be your floor. And also you can use your different powers to actually, levitate certain objects and float them to the other direction. But it is a mixture of just like headaches, and also I got so nauseous. I'm like, this is too much. This is way too much. I enjoy many platformers, and I just realized none of them requires you to walk on walls or anything. Yes, you have Mario here and there. Yes, you have small, very aspects of stuff like that. But with platformers that I like, it doesn't have you going all over the place, because this game goes all over the place, and I got so dizzy. I'm trying my best to play it, and it literally, just because you get confused of where you're going, but you also get lost. It is a pretty unique game. It's just that they have to, like, be a bit conservative of just like where you're going before you start puking stuff, because I was really trying my best not to get dizzy. I do enjoy the game, but it is not healthy for me. Next up is Isle of Reveries. I played the demo of this. This is a very like, Zelda-ish type of game, like old school GBA Zelda type, but with magic and also different aspects of it. It has that 8-bit style and everything, and it's a very small, short game. Small, short game in terms of like its gigs and not even gigabytes. It would be like a few megabytes and something, and you're off to play it. I can only picture myself playing this as like a ROM hack somewhere. But other than that, it's such a good game. Let me tell you. Next up, Machine Mine. Now, when I really the thing about me, I did not have a good time playing Machine Mine. If I got to be honest, I like Machine Mine. It's a good game. Okay, this is basically your like a truck or tank or something. And you have all this stuff on you, and you're basically like either a battle station or you can build stuff, but you're playing as a tank that you can put a bunch of stuff on you. You can attach things, whether it's like satellite guns or solar panels, and also you power up. You're basically like this walking machine. But I had a hard time playing it because I keep getting chased by these freaking rovers. Like these bandits were just chasing me, and I couldn't do anything. The gun mechanics didn't do well for me. I was like, man, do I need more weapons? The thing is that it didn't give me enough time to really. So, if anything, I probably should start again and play a bit more prepared or something because I wasn't prepared for that. It was a lot of headache. I tried my best to go places here and there, but let me tell you, it was not helping. I keep getting killed, but the game wasn't bad. I really want to play more of it. It's just that these enemies, like I was a bit unprepared. That's all I can say. Okay, from my experience. Next up is Locomoto. This right here, I really enjoyed this game. Okay, it's out of all the tennis games, especially the one that gave me a headache. I had to play something a bit more cozy and soft, and I like that element. And for this one, you're basically running a train station. You're doing tasks here and there, and you're a conductor, and you're going to different places doing tasks. But also, you can be an animal. I believe you're a bear in this one, or some type of bear, and you're just doing all these tasks and here and that. And yeah, you're decorating your train. You're coloring it. You start off with the train set, and pretty much you're taking over the train business from a person that is retiring, I believe. But other than that, this game, it's cozy, it's nice. I really enjoy these types of games. For whatever reason, any games with animals just hits. And this is a good sample of it. So yeah. And also last but not least, Piece by Piece. I really enjoyed this game. I had a good time playing Piece by Piece. It was a, very another cozy game that I played. You just attach pieces, you break when people break pieces, they go to you. A little fox or whatever animal you are, and you just fix their pieces and you go into this puzzle mode. So it's almost like a puzzle genre type of game where you basically just fix their stuff. What they break, and you have to add pieces, and it goes into a puzzle game aesthetic. So it's pretty unique. I really enjoy this. And also, I would say last but not least, but I want to talk about the last game. Okay, I promise. This is the last one. Fumes. Fumes is a man. This game itself was crazy. I was just going all over the place of just playing like Fumes. I did record it, but I don't know what happened to recording. There's a part of me where I might not show it because I could be too lazy to do so. But other than that, Fumes, it's a twisted metal platforming goodness. Okay, well, platform because you're on a platform on a rig or something, but you battle these big enemies and you're just a little truck and it has the PS1 graphics. It's know what it's doing. It knows what it's doing, and I really do like respect that. Anyways, let me just organize my list here before I go crazy. And yeah, let's give the scores. So, starting off, we talked about Geno Kids. I think I give that a 7. I mean, I give it a 7.10 because it was short. It wasn't, And also for Megabunk, I really enjoyed that game. I think I missed a couple games. No, I didn't. Okay. I'm looking at the list of games and stuff like that. Hopefully I don't miss stuff. Megabunk, I give it a It's a chill game. I give it a 7 out of 10 for sure. Neo Junk City, that was interesting. Never thought I would be into that. And for that, I would give it an 8 out of 10. I definitely want to return and see more of what the game holds. But yeah, it caught my interest. And it's also based in a cyberpunk setting. Twilight Monk, so far I give it a 6 out of 10. Right now, I'm not really in the sending for new Metroidvania types. And this one just looks nothing crazy at all. But it is interesting. So I give it that respective score. Next up is Gear Grit. This game is still in its infancy. It's still not set and ready yet. There's some glitches here and there, but it does have the Jack 2 nostalgia, and I do love that because I did enjoy Jack 2. I really enjoyed that game. I love the Jack and Daxter series. But yeah, this still needs some work. For now, I would respectfully give it a 6 out of 10. Nautical Survival. I give it a 9 out of 10. It's arcade quick. It's just smooth and it's 8-bit. It's like this definitely gives that sense of adrenaline in gaming that I wanted. For sure. Bag decks, little freaking Pokemon in Brazil, Brazilian Pokemon, whatever you may call it. It's on sale on the stage, and pretty much for now, I would give it like at least a 5 out of 10. I know that's a bit short or something like that. I want to see more, but I just wish you were just not in the stage. I wish it wasn't like it was. It's a bit too short too. There was a lot of things setting up, and I was really hoping for more. Next up is Isle of Reveries. I wasn't crazy about this. Give it a 6 out of 10. It's a Zelda type of game with the 8-bit style. It's okay. Machine Mine. I didn't enjoy it much, but I really want to play more. For that alone, I would give it a 7 out of 10. So, just because I just really want to start again and see how that works. So I don't even know yet. And Locomoto, 9 out of 10. Oh man, such a cozy goodness game. I can see myself playing this a lot and doing series of the game itself. Piece by piece, 9 out of 10. I love my cozy games. What can I say? I really do, especially when it comes to adding pieces here and there, the puzzle, and pretty much decorating your business. I think I just want work. I think that's why. And Fumes, I'm giving it yeah, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. I really do like the PS1 visuals. I like the music. I love how the story, the game opens, where you're at, and pretty much for any racing type off-road games, this one has a good amount of those genres, and I really, really like it. I really enjoy it. I have to say, this is a good game right here, right here. Oh my goodness. Anyways, that's all I have. Thank you guys for watching. More gaming soon. One love and a peace. God bless.